Hello everyone, I'm Gauri, an advocate by profession, wanting to buy a robust laptop in 2021 for Microsoft Office, PDF, and net browsing. So, as you can see, I did a lot of research online. It took me a week to finally, I was so spoiled for choice, I could not decide. So, basically, the parameters should be battery backup, weight, fingerprint, it's the in thing, Alexa. So, online research led me to so many brands. It was so confusing, and the first thing that you want to do is fix a budget and stick to it. And what I was basically looking for was RAM should be more, processor should be robust. So Ryzen offers octa core and Intel offers hexa-core. So that really is a fight, Intel versus Octa, especially for people who don't have a lot of heavy duty work to do, like gamers. So professionals, I think, can go with Intel or Ryzen, anything. But because we are spending so much money, I thought I should go with the brand which is Intel. So online I ordered so basically I want to also tell you, so octa-core has closer threads, thread count is more, and Ryzen, I'm talking about Ryzen, has octa-core, so definitely the speed is faster. And RAM, if you see that the RAM is soldered, then it cannot be expandable, but it will be faster. So I ordered Asus online after a lot of research, and as you will see that it had all the features: backlit keyboard, fingerprint, and i7. It cost me around a lakh, and I ordered it online from Amazon, and I was really excited about the buy. I thought finally, after a week of research, I finally found my machine. But what happened was, Amazon and the seller had advertised wrongly that it is a touch screen. So if I'm spending a lakh, I want touch screen, and because it was wrongfully described, Amazon is notorious for this. If you do buy a laptop online or anything, you must really see the reviews, especially the lowest reviews, one and all. This machine otherwise is good, but it did not have a touchscreen as it was advertised. And if you are spending more than a lakh on a machine, it better have touchscreen and all the latest features like Alexa, fingerprint, and backlit and Thunderbolt. Don't miss out on the Thunderbolt plugin, which is really good for charging. So then I set up this machine, and it took me a lot of time. I invested in this, and turns out that if you press shift plus 2, it does not come out to be at the rate of. Otherwise, this machine was really good, and I was really excited about this. Finally, I returned it to the Amazon, and Amazon took another week to refund my money, which they did, but they did not correct the description, which still said that it is touchscreen. And of course, this machine is made in China. Asus is a Taiwanese company, but manufacturing is in China. So is Dell. And Dell is an American company, but manufacturing is in India, Bangalore, and China. So finally I returned this thing, refund came, and then I went on to doing my research in local malls, and in I went to Nehru Place. So basically, when you are if you see broadly, if I say that 11th generation is something that you should really go focus on. So don't worry about i3, i5, i7. Of course, i7 is the latest, but even if you buy i3 11th generation, for your bare minimum needs like multitasking in Microsoft Office, PDF, net browsing, it's going to get you through. But then I thought, if I'm investing in 2021, it should be a better investment. So I bought a HP Pavilion, which is Intel 5 but 11th generation, and it has most of the features like what I wanted. And instead of going for a lighter machine like HP Envy Ryzen 5, which I really liked, it was for 80 grand, I chose to buy an Intel based company. And the screen is a little bigger, but still it's a lighter machine. But Envy was the lightest and had a very small screen. So when I'm working all day, I think 14-inch is a better screen size than a very small size. My earlier notebook was very, very small. It would fit into my handbag. So does this one, but slightly better for my eyes. Asus had very tempting prices. The specs were unbelievable. But the only thing is, if you compare Asus with Dell is like 20,000 grand more. It costs around more. And Lenovo was one brand a lot of people I saw that they were preferring. I really like this, touchpad of Asus. This is their flagship feature. If you see other Asus machines, it has a very good screen pad, like double pad for artists like video directors, music engineers. It's really artistic for creative designers. It's a machine that costs around 1.50L, but it's really, really tempting and worth the experiment. Asus is unbelievable, with the pioneering work that they're doing. This is my machine that I finally bought, and I'm very happy with this because it gives me a good speed. It's 16 GB RAM and 512 GB storage, or maybe even more. You must see the nits luminescence when you buy this is a brand MSI. When you buy a laptop, MSI is a Taiwanese based brand, and they are yet to launch in India, but their prices are very competitive, and it is a fully Taiwanese brand in terms of manufacturing and everything. This is the Asus book that I was talking about, the screen pad, double screen pad. It's very fancy, and it's very nice. So I was talking about nits. When you are in a showroom and you are checking out so many brands, there is no difference in the screen or the touchpad or the screen. So different brands are offering different specs, but if you look at them, they all seem the same. So basically, brands difference is not really there when you actually touch it and feel the machine and buy it. My suggestion to all of you is buy it locally, don't buy it online, so that you can actually see what you're buying for that huger budget. And so I went to Nehru Place, I went to local malls, and between Intel and Ryzen, I chose to go in for Intel. Now, I was talking about nits. In showrooms, the lights are so bright. This screen that I actually bought, I thought it is too dark, but at home it looks so bright and nice.